So here we are with episode 3 of Doctor Elise, or Surgeon Elise. Last episode we had gone through Elise's interview, so now hopefully she's going for a test run in the clinic, I mean. So hopefully she'll pass that and then she'll finally get hired. If you guys like the video, like the video. If you dislike it. I do have my full length up on Patreon and early access on the YouTube memberships. And also feeling a little sick, so there you go. Other than that, let's get started. Graham? No, the youngest instructor. Well, hopefully he has the same attitude towards you. I'm your daughter, like I hope you would. Because people will give you special treatment. Rose. That's right. Is that Ren? Or is that Chris? Ah, it's Chris. Nah, dude. Damn, they're really coming in pink. That's right. Don't want to marry this Lyndon guy. Get him out of here. She comes in. I got a new identity. Everybody, I already know who you are. 1 minute late. I'm going to throw you out on the spot. Damn. Punctual, dude. Punctual. Typical example of a young noblewoman. You're not old enough. I taught myself. Ooh, self-taught medicine. She hasn't even graduated. Yeah, now some fucking noblewoman's just coming in. She's like a doctor who has death many times. Oh. They'll just say that Aoi has lost people before, despite the 100% success rate, but yeah, you know. Hey, yo, this hospital sucks. It's dirty as fuck. Beyond our aid. Nah, they're just gonna die here. Yeah, you're a noble woman. You don't like a dirty place. God, everybody just has no faith for. I mean, understandable. Alright. Yeah, the first thing to do, clean up this place. So what's the mortality rate here? You're gonna need help cleaning this fucking shit up, dude. Holy crap. Have you tried cleaning up all the trash first before you start sweeping? Oh, look at that. Also, it's so much nicer to be in a clean place, especially if you're fucking sick. You know? And then what, they just stuck him here? Oh my god. Oh, bed sores. I was thinking about that. Jesus Christ. Yeah, they need to, like, move the patients. However many hours if they're staying here. You're gonna cut him? Yeah, we're going straight into cutting. Graham comes back. He's just like, what the fuck? I left you for 1 day. Yeah, I left you for 1 day, and you're already cutting my patience? Anesthetic? What is this? What is this anesthetic that you've got for him? I will say doing surgery while, like, you're still awake. It's such a weird feeling. You know, like, you've got the anesthetic on, but you feel them tugging at your skin. Like, you feel them, like, cutting into it. But, like, you don't feel any pain, but, like, you just, you know, you just, it feels like it's very numb and shit. Now, hopefully you've got, your hands are, you know, steady and all. It just sounds like she's stirring a pot. The holy... Oh my god, she just... she just like, whoop! Get that dead skin out of here. Showing any... reassurance. Oh. Any doctor? You just have a scratch. You're just a scratch. What have you guys been doing? Just fucking laying in bed this whole time? Waiting for treatment? The fuck? Why can't you identify? What? I thought Viscount Ven would know. We should get Elise in here. A recent person said. A presentation, but fewer than 20 people. Okay, you need to run some tests or what? An extraordinary physician. Yeah, I don't need you to know the name. Yeah, treat this man right now! I love how Lyndon is just sitting like sitting like away from his dad. It's his dad, yeah, they're sitting away from his dad. Tango. Again, y'all don't want her as a queen, but you don't want her as a... You were lost. Oh, here he comes. Oh, he's getting scolded by this. A week of independent. He's getting scolded for independent study. Hey, you're the one who left her alone. Uh-oh. She did! She did stay within her capabilities. You just didn't know. I did. I'm self-taught. That's right. It's almost like... Yeah, it's almost like she was a doctor in another life or something. I can't help but think, but like, if this guy does surgery, I do hope he pulls his hair back. It's all over his face. I like this outfit of hers a lot better. It's not pink everywhere, you know, but... Not this. Is there any other doctor? Yeah, we've got Elise. Who says that any doctor would do this? This is the river where we drop the dead bodies. Sorry for underestimating you. We love a man who's willing to accept that he's wrong. I hate his outfit though. Actually, I just hate that that fucking pompous thing that's on him. Ooh, a vow between teacher and student. Oh, yo, I totally forgot to mention that Elise is wearing a turtleneck. My god, that violin's really hitting that, really working that E string. Diabetes! But who? Who? Yes, so who? Of course, they only want money. Nothing new here. Damn, dude. Is that enough already? Alright, here's a new compromise. Why don't she just take Empress, but also be a doctor? Oh, you're gonna go meet your fiance. Dad's still trying to hook y'all up. I mean, it is Elise's idea first, but you know. I hate how his hair is just in the middle like that. Like, how can you? Alright, when I used to have long hair, if I had any hair on my face, I hate it. I don't even like the idea of bangs and how, like, it covers your, bangs cover your forehead. I just hate the feeling of hair touching my face. So the fact that this man just has that hair running down the middle of him. I just need to see his hair be put up in, like, a ponytail, you know? Wear a hat or something. But this was a nice episode. I like this episode. I like this episode a lot more than last episode. Because it, you know, goes more into the whole, like, doctor and surgeon stuff. And so we've got Lyndon, who's gonna come and make a visit next episode. Tisk tisk. What's his name again? Graham. Okay. I need to reorganize on my character sheet, but I'll do it later. Alright. Well, I'm going to go back to the center. And that's it. No notes. Alright, so that was episode 3 of Doctor Elise. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys. For me, I thought that this was a pretty nice episode. I liked it a lot better than the last 2 episodes, probably because we're now starting to pick up the pace of, like, the whole spiel of her working in a clinic, doing surgeries on people, you know, maybe eventually she'll get more cases that's more difficult for her, and whether we're going to see her suffer a loss of a patient or not, we'll just have to see, right? That's all a part of being a doctor, and even though, you know, you hope that you don't and you get like 100% success rate and whatnot. Also, just want to let you guys know, if you have skipped the intro, in which if you skip the intro, then you probably aren't here anyways, you're only here for the reaction, but if you did hear, I am sick, so if I'm not as high energy or whatever, I don't know. If I'm like trying to keep the same tone, it's because I'm trying to not fuck up my voice, which I feel like I probably will if I keep rambling on like this. But anyways, we are introduced to a new character. His name is Graham, and according to Elise's dad, he is a genius and the youngest instructor there, which I thought is pretty funny, because if he is a genius and the youngest instructor, don't you think that he would have at least some sort of sympathy for someone like Elise? Especially if she's getting recommended by another Viscount? Hold on, I have to, Viscount Kate, there you go. I don't know if we've seen Viscount Kate just yet, but he's all upset at the fact that, like, oh, this noble lady is getting recommended by Viscount Kate. Like, the fuck is this, a ball? And so he just tosses her to, like, one of the worst ward. It's dirty AF, all these people who are just here, I don't know, it just looks like they're just waiting for a treatment, like nobody's here to treat them because they have no families and whatnot. And that's what we've learned from Viscount Ven, is that the doctors, they're not really interested in the pursuit of medicinal science, and they are only here because they want to get the money. And again, what else is new, am I right? This private practice that I go to for my doctors, there are 2 doctors there. One doctor is my main doctor, and the second doctor is the doctor that I don't want to talk to. Because they never fucking get anything done for me, and it pisses me off every time I get them. And like, I have told the nurses that I do not want to see them, I want to see my main doctor. Because like, when I go to my main doctor, they'll just be like, okay, so maybe this is what you have, we're gonna do this, this, and this. I'm just like, great. While the other doctor, I decided to see if I could go and check if I could go and get a test for ADHD. And then, you know what that doctor specifically, the secondary doctor told me? They told me that, I think everybody has ADHD. It's like on a spectrum, you know? And I'm just gonna be like, what the I mean, I guess, but she just says that and she shrugs it off. And like, I swear, if I go back to the place again and I get my main doctor and I tell him the same thing, he's going to be like, okay, let's go get you tested. And it pisses me off so much. Anyways, rant over. Going back to Graham, I would assume the reason why he's pissed is because he is the youngest there, and perhaps they're like bullying him or something by giving him this noble woman. He's just like, who the fuck is this lady? She has no background, no nothing, which also understandable, right? The way that he sees, he sees Rose. And he's just kind of like, okay, this lady has not gone to school. She says that she's self-taught, and then now she's getting a recommendation from Viscount Kate. Obviously, she's pulling some strings out here. And think about that. Yeah, it's understandable why why Graham would feel this way, because he's just like, yo, I have been training all my life. I've got here at such a young age. I'm a genius and all that, and then this woman is here and fucking she's here working without having any prior study. Fuck this girl. Get her out of here. So he takes her to I assume one of the worst ward. It's so dirty and shit, and he just expects her to leave, kind of like with Vent, right? Man's out here expecting her to quit after a week or so. So they have no hopes in her. Obviously, Elise, having all the experience that she knows, she implements it to everything, and then she immediately wins over everybody in this ward, right? It starts off with the maid, and then after she finished cleaning everything, she does surgery on this one man. And like, everybody loves her. It's like what the title says, right? The Lady Saint. She is she is a saint out here. And especially if we're going back to the whole idea of doctors only caring about money, and if she's up here like, well, any doctor would do this. Well, it's the idea that she is a saint, so she's willing to operate on anybody, right? That again, these fellas are people who don't have family and whatnot, and they're just kind of fucking gelling it in her, whether they get treatment or not. And here she is doing it on them. Doesn't matter who they are, what their status is. If they are in danger, she's going to do it. And so I would assume that's why is going to give her the title of Lady Saint, or Saint Rose, or whatever. Then we've got the scenes with the King and Lyndon and Vent and Viscount Ven and all that. And Viscount Ven just has not really... Viscount Ven can't figure out what is the diagnosis for the king, and I find it very funny that Vent and the king was there, but like the both of them decide not to say it to Vent. It's so weird, and they just decide not to say it. I know the king, I'm not really understanding why. Maybe he's just like, maybe he's just, you know, no thoughts in his brain at the current moment. But Vent, most definitely, he does not believe her. He's just like, yeah, fuck that woman. But it is Linden who tells Ven that about the diagnosis, potential diagnosis for, or one of the symptoms, I mean, that the king might have, and that gets Ven to go and think about, like, oh shit, you know, maybe this is diabetes when he goes and look at it later on. But he started to think this is a symptom that only 20-ish people know about, right? Who is this brilliant doctor? And Lyndon was about to say it, but Vent is just like, yeah, who gives a shit who the doctor is? Just fucking fix up the king, alright? Dude, Vent has such a vendetta against Elise right now. It's he's so fucking petty, dude. I love this man. Like, yo, nah, what is your problem? I mean, I get it. If you see the way that Elise was before her, you know, second reincarnation, it's an understandable thing on why he is the way that he is, right? He just sees Elise as this little fucking brat. He's just like, yeah, fuck her. Get her out of here, dude. But we hear from Linden, right? The king asks Linden about that place that's like going to rear end them and whatnot, right? That's going to cut off their men, and they're gonna face a big loss. They found out that they have been conspiring with some other country. Currently, I have no idea what the countries are. I've written it down, but I'm just like, I think it's Muncel, right? Muncel is the one that... Is it Muncel? Or is it Fresgard? I've written these names, and I don't know what's going on. It's either Muncel or Fresgard, that's like... Or both of them are co-conspiring with one another, but I can't remember whether it's Muncel or Fresgard that's like going to, again, rear end them. But it's one of them. And so the kings will be like, whoa, seems like Elise has saved our kingdom. And then the diabetes diagnosis comes in, and he's just like, whoa, seems like Elise has saved me as well. Like, yeah, I think Elise she's already earned what she's already won her bet at this point, right? She's already proven her worth, albeit it's actually 1-for-1 with another, because she has technically gotten favor as being the Empress, and then she's also gotten the favor of being the Doctor. So yeah, it's pretty much a tie. She has not won her bet yet. She still has to like, she still has to do more things on like the Doctor's side in order to tip the scale. I guess it's balanced right now. The king is out here saying that she's so much better as an Empress, but at the same time, you know, if she wants to be a doctor and she's able to be more of help as a doctor, you know, we'll just have to see. I'm just over there thinking, why can't she just be both? Am I right? What is she gonna do half of the time when she's also a fucking workaholic anyway, so like, you might as well just give her 2 jobs and then she'll die of overwork. But, you know, she could just do both at the same time. Look, when you guys aren't at war or whatever, yeah, what the fuck is Linden going to do anyways once he get married and becomes the emperor and whatnot, right? He can do all these other jobs while she's just going around saving people as a doctor. And in the end, Graham realizes that Elise, or Rose technically, is very true to her words, and that she is here on the purpose of wanting to become a doctor. And I love that Graham is just over like, nah, she talks like she's a veteran doctor or something, like she's been doing this her whole life. Yeah, it's like she's a doctor from another world or something. What's going on here? But he sees that, you know, she's also a genius, like him. 2 geniuses together. And maybe that's when he's just like, yeah, I understand who she is now. We shake hands on this. Us 2 geniuses. And I think I already mentioned it, but Linden is going to come and visit Elise. You know what? Elise is over here like, okay, I want to keep my secret that I'm not actually Elise, right? That I'm Rose, I'm just some random noblewoman out here, right? I don't want to be seen as like the whatever the family is, like the Clarence family, is that what it was? I don't want to be a part of that because that's so much higher than just some random noblewoman. And here's the king sending his son, the prince, to come and visit Elise. Talk about breaking her fucking character, dude. He better come in a disguise or something, man. Because if he doesn't, he just comes in that outfit, even though it's fucking plain and boring, just like him. Sorry, I don't know why I'm hating on him so much. But yeah, if he comes in like this, everybody's gonna know that he's the fucking prince, and then if he goes to talk to Elise, they're probably gonna be like, wait a minute, that's this Rose woman, she might be Elise this whole time. Or maybe she's having an affair, you know? Oh, so sad for Elise. And then they find Elise's picture, I don't know. But I do think that that's very funny, you know, hopefully Elise will be able to keep her identity for at least a couple more episodes before it breaks, you know, it's either Lyndon's gonna come in there and break her character, or it's going to be her brother, Chris, who's gonna come in there and break her character. Maybe he comes in as in a disguise as well, who knows, but actually, I don't know what's the point of coming in a disguise, because Elise just kind of came in there with like a different outfit and like a different name, and I would assume they have no pictures, right? They don't really see the Clarence family and all that. It's not like they're on the newspaper, if there is a newspaper or whatever. So, yeah, she kind of just came, she didn't really do much to change. So, if Lyndon or Chris just come in, not in their typical outfit, they might just blend in as just some random nobleman. So we'll just have to see if that goes, if that works. But if I have anything else to say, I will write it in the description down below. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys in the next episode.